Hello YouTube, my name is Joe Wright, and this is my review of inFAMOUS Second Son. So, let's talk about the good parts of inFAMOUS Second Son. The gameplay. The gameplay in inFAMOUS Second Son is a lot more fluent and fun to play compared to inFAMOUS 1 and 2. You can run a lot faster, move around a lot quicker, and it's not as fidgety. The graphics. The graphics in inFAMOUS Second Son are absolutely spot on. inFAMOUS Second Son is probably one of the best looking PS4 games out there. The combat. The combat in inFAMOUS Second Son is very good. Enemies are very hard to kill and you don't have a lot of health, but there are a lot of creative ways to take out loads of enemies at once. You will have a lot of fun. Enemy forts. Enemy forts in inFAMOUS Second Son are very fun to take out. Basically, enemy forts are places where the DUP control. You have to take out the DUP in that area, and you can destroy parts of the fort. It is very fun to take over them. It's probably one of the best fun things you can do while free roaming in the game. The powers. The powers in inFAMOUS Second Son are really good. You have smoke, concrete, neon, and video. Each feels completely different. Well, not completely, but enough to be different powers. They are very fun to use and very unique too. Their endings. There are two different endings in inFAMOUS Second Son. If you play the game being good all the way through, you will get a good ending, a happy ending. If you play the game being bad all the way through, you will get an evil, badass ending. So, it makes the game more fun to replay just to see the different endings. Okay, so we talked about the good things in inFAMOUS Second Son. Now, let's talk about the bad things in the game. The map in inFAMOUS Second Son is not very big. There are only 2 islands in the game. Both look very similar to each other. The side missions in inFAMOUS Second Son get old quick. There are only about 5 different side missions in the game that get repeated over and over again. It can get old pretty quick. The story. The story in inFAMOUS Second Son is not as interesting as the story from the original games. I think they tried to make it more funny and less serious, but I prefer the original storyline. The karma system. Being bad or good in inFAMOUS Second Son really doesn't change the story that much. The endings may be completely different, but that's the only real difference between being good or bad in the game. The game is short. If you don't do any side missions in the game, you could probably complete inFAMOUS Second Son in 1 day. If you do submissions, it will still only take you about 4 days to complete. That's if you do all the submissions as well. So even if you do everything in the game, you will be done with this game within the first week of playing. So I think Infamous Second Son just isn't as good as the original Infamous games. It is a shorter game, the story is not as good, but it does have better graphics and gameplay mechanics. The powers are also easier to use. Overall, I will give Infamous Second Son a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.